Guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video. Today's one, a bit of a different one for me. We're looking at Dead Island and should you buy it? So, disclaimer, I loved the first two games. Last one came out 10 years ago now, so should you buy this game? Let's get into it and find out. So first up, we have just how good this game looks. It is a fantastic looking game, from the textures to the scenery to the character models. Everything about it, the clothing they're wearing, the way it moves in the wind sometimes. It's a great looking game, and it's a big game as well. And then when you're in the combat as well, as you can see here, there are certain things that they've obviously put a lot of attention into. As you're about to see with this, it's gruesome, right? The whole game is very gruesome. You go into rooms sometimes and you just see everywhere. It's absolutely everywhere. You've got mulch left on the floor from the huge zombie attack that's happened, and they've really gone all out. But yeah, overall, game looks fantastic. One of the first skills you're going to learn though is the drop kick, and it's a skill you're going to use for the whole of the game because it's so much fun to do. It's satisfying and also it's hugely effective. You just run up to them, perform your drop kick, and you've got a fairly simple kill. Especially if you've got a lot of enemies around, to be able to do that and get them out of the way, it's super effective every time. The character models are phenomenal. Not just the exterior models, but the interior of the models. The way they move around, the way the limbs come off. They've done a fantastic job of that. And then we have all of the different types of zombie you're going to encounter. From your standard walker, you also have the enemies that are going to be sprinting at you, which is still a standard walker to kill. Everything in between. Various different types of enemies to take on, all the way up to the crushers that you can see here, that are huge, strong enemies that if you don't have the powered up weapons, they can be a bit tricky. All the way up to your bosses. Your bosses are going to obviously be a lot tougher. So if you can sense there's a boss fight coming up, then you're going to want to make sure you're well equipped, upgrading all your weapons and possibly finding some new ones. But the weapons themselves, the ability to upgrade them is one of the biggest parts of this game. So you have mods for your weapons. There are 85 mods to find in the game, from electricity to fire to bleed damage, doing damage over time by making them bleed out. The extent of modifications on this game are huge. You have perks and you have the mods to combining several different ways across 85 different ones. So huge amounts to do. So the inventory system. You have your top two rows on the inventory system for everything that's going to be in your quick access. Everything on your quick access for while you're fighting. Anything on the bottom two rows is going to be in your backpack, stored away. So if one of your weapons breaks and you want to swap it out, once your fights are over, you've got no zombies around, just swap that out, nice and easy. One of the biggest things about this game though is the environment. So as you can see here, throw a battery into the water, anything that's in that water is going to get shocked, in which case I did this time because I thought it was a clever idea to pick it back up. Okay, so final thoughts, should you buy this game? It is a great, fun, simple game to play. And I mainly play it in co-op. It's especially fun in co-op. So if you've got a buddy wants to jump in as well, then I highly recommend it. If you played the previous games, you won't be disappointed with this game. And if you haven't played the previous games, you're not hindered by that either. It's great for people who are experiencing it or new to it. I would definitely recommend this game. Guys, that is going to be it from me today now though. Thank you very much for watching. Like, subscribe, share it with a friend because it always helps us out. And we'll see you again next time.